Okay, can anyone hear me? Oh, damn it. Alright, let's do this. I think there's a delay of about a few seconds. Let's look at the chat. Yeah, got it. Hey, it's my first time streaming, so just, hold on, let me try adjusting this. Okay, let's just jump into it then. Give it to me. Okay, first box on the stream, and it's a common. Brilliant. And another one. Wait, where's it gone? Brilliant, all comments. I wonder if I should do this more often, considering it's a lot easier than just, randomly creating and editing videos. More comments, yay. Absolutely fantastic. Whew. So, I suppose there's a delay going on, but what do you guys think? Stream more often or videos? Because I'm not really sure I've got the time to, play, record at the same time and then edit it. I mean, what I do for editing, whatever passes. Come on. This is getting on my nerves. Come on, give it to me. One ultra rare, is that too much to ask? Hey, Keshon Lone Gamer. Yeah, I've just been a bit occupied with real life. Finally something that isn't a common. God damn. Okay, well, that's it for that. I mean, I suppose I could still open a fair few more. Yeah, I suppose I could do that, Draco. And another comment. Well, streaming when you make item review and stuff would be cool too. Yeah, I. No, no, no. Okay. Yeah, buy gift boxes. 10. Just so people know, there's a sale going on golden gift boxes as well. So instead of the regular 2,000, they cost only 1,000 now. Which is why I've actually taken, I've got the courage to open all of them so far because I generally don't. I've got about 14 of them stored up so far. That's the ultra rares. Um, so yeah, I have literally no need. Hold on, let me try. Thoughts is, I wonder if this works, especially considering I'm already streaming right now. More comments, great. Open sesame. Comments, great. That's what, 12 so far. Yay, well at least that's more resources for the war, I suppose, so it's not all that bad. You do realise I'm streaming using the microphone on my headphones. I don't really have a setup. So, I suppose... Hey, Pappy. How you doing? I suppose this does kind of make up for... Well, I mean, I did want a voice chat, but I suppose it's kind of weird when you're the only one who's talking, and... Another rare. Okay, I'll take it. It's better than another common, because... Just about this time last year, I got into my most amazing streak where I got about 6 ultra rares in 10 boxes. It's never been the same ever since. I think I've just, used up all of my golden gift boxes luck in that 1 month. But I suppose it's not all that bad. Oh, finally an ultra rare! Thank goodness. I thought this wasn't going to happen. Brilliant. Do I stop now or continue? I mean, I think my luck has already peaked. You can change YouTube name, I think, because recently you have Arsenal Fan TV who had to change everything because of a season desist order. Okay, last one. Okay, last one of this bunch anyway. Yes, Revenant, someone call KO. Come on, one more. Hallelujah. Oh my days, this is fun. So I want to get anything from this. I mean, there's Hydra Campus, if I'm completely memeing. You've got Cryomancer Blood Mage. I don't think I need an ice armor considering Terrasol and all those. Might save up. How good is Dwarven Warrior? Like, well, I'd use it if we had more competent hammers and axes and maces, but those are pretty niche, and Arctic's entertainment in general seems to be fascinated incredibly by the concept of swords and katanas, which frankly is weird considering the different time periods they belong to. Oh, if I want to be a complete memer, I think I might just hidden path learning, because level 150 and I just need to, I need all that XP. So should I do it? more gold. Hidden power of learning. Maybe this? I don't want to get Radiant Prison because it's garbage, and I've already got Warlick's Oblivion Sphere, like multiple copies. So, going back to armors, anything good there? Did they finally remove Revenant? Because Paragon, Cleric. Oh yeah, it is. Shout out to KO. As far as I know, he's the only person who, fought tooth and nail to get this changed to something that's decent. And it still sucks. God bless you, Kamui. I mean, I can understand partially, I suppose, because I had a similar experience where I wanted to get Cyber Assassin, which has such gorgeous artwork, but terrible effects and resistances all around. And I wanted, to get something that makes it a bit more unique than your regular 2015 AQ cookie cutter resists. Sadly, that never happened. Same thing with the Ares Warlord. Well, sometimes you win sometimes the staff refuses to make changes that would make items good. Oh, I already have Evolved Void of Norgath. I took it out. I'm pretty sure I purchased it right about the time it came out because I was still playing the game more or less. Why am I not surprised, Mark? You bought Cyber Assassin. You have a thing for good-looking armors. I appreciate that, but you have to admit it is not good. So 10 more, I suppose. I mean, I've got. Yeah, let's keep this going. I mean, if it ain't broken, don't fix. If it ain't, yeah, that's the one. Okay. Moving on. Ares Warlord is bad, yeah. I think I might do this more often, especially since it seems fun. But I'm not sure I can do any. I mean, more golden gift boxes opening because I've barely got tokens left. Right. Continue. Okay, is it really that? Let me try adjusting it. Because I've. Well, bear with me until I get mic or whatever. So, which is going to take a while because I'm not really a seasoned streamer. I have no idea how to do this. This is like the first time of taking the courage to do this. Anyways, so were you guys going to pick up with the discounts? Hey Martin, Dalen, hello. Yes, Pappy Nick, I get that. Yeah, my voice levels have always been like. I'm quite a soft person, I'm not really a very loud kind, contrary to what my comments and whatever I type might suggest, with the caps locks and bold text, I suppose. Moving on. Come on, give us more comments. Great. At this point, I could fund the entire Roman army with all this gold. Oh, 12 people watching. How fascinating. I wonder if I can advertise streaming on the Artix Entertainment server, but that probably means I can't speak in rather, well, normal, how I normally do, because I tend to cuss every now and then, so that's probably got to go because of the PG-13 requirement. Either way. So, well, if this is received well enough, I suppose I could do more streams in the future, maybe quest lines or whatever. I yelled so much. Yeah, I can imagine that, Pappy. I like not loud people. I hate when people rage. Yeah, me too, but I'm pretty sure that's what we do in the forums, or at least we did during that period where just about everyone was leaving, and it was. I kind of missed that atmosphere, when the forums were a lot more active, and you had wars like War of Fangs, the Paladin versus Necromancer, Kingdom Wars. It became quite insufferable. I mean, some individuals were rather insufferable, but suppose there was fun to it. I guess that's why I'm on Reddit now to some extent. You know, I kind of miss that sort of conflict zones and stuff. And I don't think we've had a single ultra rare in this opening. No, when I was, yeah, rest in peace, Lord Barrios. You know, back when he got fired, it was I remember a lot of the player base was really sad because he was by far the most active among the community, and he tended to, create releases that were, well, interesting to say the least. Like, all due respect to Yukara Walks, but Chomfa's not really my favourite, and at the time we didn't really have the chess masters, and Valorant sagas were also on hold, I remember. So it was, and he was supposed 2015, the year that almost killed Adventure Quest, in my opinion. It was meant to be his year. Like, he had releases for the Night classes, the Necromancer and Paladin revamps, and a sort of a mini game centered about the kingdoms, like how you had the war game in the forums. Like, you raid and you find out someone else's castle, capture the flag sort of thing. He was a bad staff. Personally, I've never really seen that side of him, but I'm not really sure how you can react when someone calls you a Nazi, compares you to Hitler, because Batch 39 essentially made the game a bit harder for people, which I frankly don't get, because let's face it, AQ isn't really that complex. I mean, certain strategies maybe, but in general, it's fairly tame. It's great, more comments. Can I, for the love of God, have more ultra rares? I mean, I've got 2 so far, which is ahead of the average, I suppose. But come on, I'm streaming. Give the viewers something. Fair points. Honestly, the way you react to it as a staff is by not reacting. True. Well, I suppose he had to be the adult in the situation. I mean, the guy who insulted him, I'm pretty sure he's still around. I see him post every now and then, or at least I did back when I visited the forums frequently. Continue. He's kind of private chatting with him. He was on IRC, I recall. Kitty Talks was his server, but it's pretty much dead now that I think about it. Are you going to do bosses in crap armor? Name a crap armor for me and I'll try my best. Okay, that's 3 rares so far in, what was it? How many boxes have I opened so far? I don't really remember. It just goes on. He's a Kane, but not this one. Oh, remember when Aeronal's Champion first came out, and people were pretty pissed off for some reason, because as I recall, Uber Foremost is Wicked King. Okay, I've never used AQ Elite, but I'm pretty sure that's the only way you okay, Wicked King in Nerfage plate. Are you kidding me? That's 200 resistances for everything. Besides, I was just trying to record the other day, and oh great, a rare. Woohoo. I was trying to record the other day, and I just realized I'm not as, into this game as I used to be. Like, I've forgotten some of the combos. Well, that's what happens when you're basically on hiatus for about 7 months, almost a year now. In fact, last time I was really active was about November of last year. Seth Hydra, do you have a connection to the AQ staff crew? Have you been a developer? No, I've been a content creator, and that's about it. Although I do talk to the AQ lead every now and then via PMs about suggestions and, regarding certain items and probability of them coming out during certain intervals, but I wouldn't call myself a crew. Although I wouldn't mind, to be fair. I've always wanted to write quests. I mean, I do have an item in game, but that's about it, I suppose. Ooh. I need an influx, a donation of tokens. the donation event can't come quickly, you know. So can you, Martin Scott? Yeah, the RTX Entertainment server. Although to be fair, I'm not particularly a fan of it. Great comment again. You know what? Oh, well, let's just leave. I need to check out my brand new estate, which I purchased. Thank you, Hollow, for. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I'm pretty sure we're supposed to upgrade. Yeah. You know, this is kind of like the best thing about having an estate is you taking care of it. It's like Clash of Clans before it was cool, or you know, Age of Civilizations and all that kind of things. Yeah, even I talk to the staff and I'm an idiot. That you are, Pappy. That you are. How do you feel about Taladosian robes? I know you have a fascination with them, but and they have an absolutely god-tier skill, but I do not like the armor. Like, it makes you look like a midget, a scrawny midget. And I'm a 6'3" guy in real life who's kind of bulky, so you know it feels kind of off, if I can say so. This is going to be annoying because level 1 storage buildings. I suppose it's best that I don't upgrade it now because we've got a war coming up in maybe tomorrow or day after. Yeah, this is already off. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Taladosian robes equals hardest free to play melee skill. Isn't it ranged? I'm pretty sure it's ranged. Okay, stone pits. Fishing ponds. Great. Wait, how did this? Okay. I probably need to get some more items for my. Okay. You can make it melee. How? It turns to wind for me. Are you using something along the lines of, you know, one of those old shifting weapons? Because I'm pretty sure I tried something similar with the Cyber Shogun skill and it did basically an enhanced attack using, I think, Earth it was. I'm pretty sure I even recorded it for the Crowley series, like. So, bug abuse on live streaming, that isn't exactly going to stick well, and I do have a reputation to maintain. Okay, coming back. What exactly should I do now? More gift boxes, or I do need to quest for one of these. Like, I do adore the art for Brihaldo liches. Like, they're quite. There's something really enticing about old AQR that came out around the time 2008 to 2012-ish. Because now most of the items that come out are reskins from Adventure Quest worlds and stuff. I mean, they do look nice, but classic AQ artwork is just beautiful. Like, look at the texture on the wings; it's brilliant. Like, I'm good at drawing in real life, but I cannot, for the love of me, draw on a tablet. You know, it just doesn't suit me, I suppose. 132. I should probably pick up a few of. You know, what's the worst thing is you can't pick up multiple versions of the same. Otherwise, all of mine would be Shadow Gogs and Minotaurs. Or I could be complete G and have an entire inventory full of Nagas and. What's the hardest, like the most difficult to beat House Guard? That Necro Lich as an armor, please. I've suggested having a Lich armor for so long at this point. I mean, I even went to hiatus and came back, and we still haven't got one. Although, to be fair, the Necrogon thing that came out, a package from a few months ago, I think last year, February, amazing artwork, but, I mean, the skill was just terrible. Okay, as someone who plays Adventure Quest Worlds, someone who plays it more than me, can you just tell me whether this house exists in that game? Sugar Gobbler House Guard. So, ooh, look, it's a poor man's Excalibur. This is amazing. Like, you've got multiple versions, but okay, does it? You still need to change around. Okay, I have Muggleween, this is the portal painting, this is... Yeah, it's an absolute shame that he got nerfed. I really liked this armor before, you know... It was kinda broken though, so it's... I can understand why it was fixed. Balanced, as the cool kids call it. Let's try Zardnado farming. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm at 1.2 billion, so it's not like I particularly... Okay, I'm not... Okay, I really don't recall keeping these two items in my active inventory. Probably shouldn't be streaming because it's lagging a fair bit. Don't mind. As good as my laptop is, it's not a streaming. It's not designed for streaming. So weapons. Let's go with Agony's Embrace. How's ID 3434496? Get to the end. No Nightbane. I'm sorry. I'm not going to battle Nightbane. That is suicide. Or just go full potato quality in game. I could do that, but I got quality to maintain. I do the minimum, at least medium quality. It's weird, you know, because I can play games on, God knows, 30, 60 FPS, but this thing keeps going down to 4 frames, and it's annoying, frankly. Okay, call Dunamis, come to me, my precious little Energizer bunny thing. You know, I should call my Dunamis Sweet Rabbit like Thor calls Rocket Raccoon. It was kind of cute. I love that movie. 3, 4. Oh, I'm not going to visit Wallen's house. Shout out to Wallen, he's really nice. In fact, I have a custom face because he donated it to me, so thank you again. So this is where I start flexing as a whale because, you know, if I wasn't already. I'm not a whale, just so that I'm putting it out there. I've beaten Wallen's house. I'm sure you have. You spend way too much time on perfect kills and everything. Like, I just remember seeing a screenshot of you beating a wolfing whatever thing with almost full HP. Like, that was ridiculous. Okay, cozy fire orb. Are we at? Okay, we are go. Fairy night. Whew. I like saying big numbers. The only reason you should use this in place of Headless Horseman is because there's a chance of higher lucky strikes because you've got more hits. Other than that, I suppose Headless Horseman in general has a higher. You're a big Z token tuner. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. I think I prefer dolphins because dolphins are cute. You're the real whale, in fact. You, along with Thor, Valence. Fair amount of people. Do you know about that armor's free full set bonus? Yeah, auto hit across the board, I think. Yeah, someone just mentioned it to me. I think you did yourself. A couple of hours ago when we were talking about some... I don't remember what exactly it was. Okay, great. 210 farming. It's obviously a lot faster. So... Oh. I wonder what kind of war it's going to be like. This week, all Z token items are 50% off, plus all packages. The ultra sturdy sturdy. Very good choice of words, really. And also check the limited time shop for Thanksgiving items. You spent about $240 in the competition last donation drive. I wouldn't call yourself a middle tier Z whale, just so you know. Scarecrow. Kill wind essence in U-bear form. Actually, that's possible because, I mean, not on Seth because he's a warrior and my policy is nuke first and ask questions later, but I suppose on my alt, which is, it's a Beastmaster. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've got to change his build because he used to be a ranger Brit, which is something I didn't exactly make up. And oh, this is going rare, isn't it? Okay, let's pick it up. Oh, good. Let's take some more because it's going to be a permanent rare, and then I can trick people into taking this from me, return for something when whatever thing comes out. By the way, if and when, yes, you are middle tier by comparison when compared to Violent. However, Violent is like probably the biggest whale in AQ. Like, there's no comparison except maybe Thor. Because let's face it, the guy had about what 2 million tokens in his on his character page at one point in time. In fact, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is, yeah, that's true. Thor still outwheels you. That's what I'm saying. I think there's also Queen Saphira. I've never actually spoken to him or her, but I recall they did purchase just about every package that came out. Bukek is a big whale. Yes, Rafik. Oh yeah, what happened to him? He used to be a regular back in the Chin of the Gog, but since most of us have moved on, and he absolutely despises Discord, so I haven't seen him haven't seen him around in a while. I do miss him. He's a really good talk. 2 million. Yes, Martin. He had 2 million tokens on one character. I'm pretty sure if you go into his vault on alts, there's probably a bit more. In fact, you could say that he donated custom faces to quite a lot of people, myself included, and a few friends of mine. So, Rafik, 75 Guardians, yeah. I think it was closer to 103 characters in all. He has, and that's a shame. I do like Rafik, or Kamo, as he used to go on. I should probably go to the Chitango sometime and just see in case, you know, he's still around, because spells. Gravy Cannon. Okay, as someone who kind of takes it seriously, it's really annoying coming across items like Gravy Cannon. Then again, I suppose in the golden gift boxes you've got Zard droppings, was it? What's inside? Rare. And let's go. Me and Rafik used to make written RPs of our characters. Yeah, he was pretty active in that community as far as I recall. In fact, I was too, but not like RP wise, but you know, back in the day when warring was actually an art and not something whales did to quote unquote get faces and, you know, top 10 ranks and all that things. We used to have this, you know, where we made you know, war stories, like you had Battle Siege, I remember, you had Undersoul, Muchiha. I really miss those guys. Really fun to hang out with, you know, rating each other's. Sin of Revantheus, I'm pretty sure I have him. Or do I? Oh, no, is this the one that can be, that's a sword. I should probably get him if I don't have him already. Sin of Revantheus. Okay, I'm not flexing, I'm genuinely just trying to, you know, see if I have it. Yeah, we love you, Razif. Although, if the day I find out his real name, I will give him hell, honestly. Because he trolls me so much because of it. Him and Cyril, almost the entire tavern at this point. Which is hell annoying. Sin of Revantheus, Underwhelming. Now I do not have him, so I suppose now is as good a time as any to purchase him. Since Kragan Bamboozle. Are you Sod? Yes, I am. That's my real name. Although anyone who's seen me on the Chain of the God group on Facebook already knows that. However, finding out Razif's real identity is a mission that I need to complete at some point while we're still in contact. Summon Infernal Skull. Is this any good? Okay, no, it just inflicts fear. Pappy, was that a dad joke? Please don't ever do that again. Thank you. Please. Iron Maiden. You know, this sounds so metal, but it is garbage. Oil Baron. Actually, I'm not. First of all, just because if you stay in the Middle East, it doesn't immediately make you like uber rich. Infernal Skull is amazing. Skulls are good, but this skull in particular might not be, because okay, does it have a toggle? Oh, both is it? And again, I don't. I suppose most the characters that I use, Beastmasters specifically, the fire pet that I have on them is the one from the Steampunk donation drive. You know, the pet that inflicts thermo shock, I believe, or whatever it's called, the status weight. It's basically the fire version of freeze. So I suppose I could pick it up. Demomorphosis. Wow, who comes up with these names? Do I have this? No, I don't. Oh, I do. So I'm guessing I already own Iron Maiden 2. Yeah, and the guest version is even better. Yeah, obviously, guests are amazing. Spectral Ninjas. I'm guessing they're garbage. Oh, Sphere Stack. That's good. Huh. I suppose that makes up quite a few plays if you use it with Neko. I think I'm going to transfer over my pet thermo shock inflicting pet. I don't boiler body. Yes, that's the one. Onto my offensive ranger and just use, you know, infernal skulls on my ranger mage, or who's going to transition into a one mage at this point. You know, it's a shame that I don't have the spoons. I really like to make a spoon mage like Mark has. Yeah, I know. You use skulls because the effect's pretty darn good. So, considering the stream's already on, I suppose I could just give a review of items that you should probably get. Huh. Valkyrian Bulwark. Yeah, these two armors are pretty fantastic. Chili Form is such a tease. Like, Chili Form that came out a couple of years ago that had double heal spells, it was an ultra rare, and this one's a rare, I believe. Oh wait, this is the guest version, yeah. Spoons are shit and Kane uses them. They are, but come on, using spoons and taking down dragons, now that is amazing. Like, the very thought, like the mental picture it paints in your head is pretty darn good. Okay. Ultra rares now, let's check it out. Okay, come on. Tree Troll. Healing. Imagine using a healing pet, mind you, in 2018. Death Arrow's cat. Okay, inflict. Okay, let's go down to the last version. We don't. Garbage. Sorry, garbage. Great. I love you, Z. I mean, some of your armors were great, but this pet is horrible. Diamond Flutterby. Terrible. Void Pawnee. Good. Foo Dog, amazing. This is the cheaper alternative in case you don't want to spend about 3,000 tokens to purchase experimental Robo-Cockatrice. Robo-Cockatrice. It's not really a tongue twister though. Well, it seems like it. Azrael's Reaper. The Angel of Death. Oh. Okay, Chicken Cow Clone. This is fantastic. This pet is so amazing. Like, the artwork is great. It's better than Robocop. It's better because it's got, I believe there is a difference between one being affected by elemental modifiers and the other being, you know, a static constant. So, against low elemental modifiers, Foo Dog being better. I believe that was a sentiment when it came out. Zorbo. Is this the one that paralyzes? I suppose I'm not going to buy a pet. I could just buy shields. Never going to buy either one of these. They're garbage. Okay. Star droppings. This is ultra rare. Are you kidding me? It's better than Robocop IMO. It stacks with Medusa and Gobbler. Veterinari's cat is a better version of that Model 294. However, Model 294 is a floating robot with a drill. It's a walking, talking Gurren Lagann reference, and that makes it infinitely better. Call Bloody Hawk. Bloodhawk, my bad. This is actually quite good. I use it on my Ranger, in fact. It's great. Siphon. You know, there was a time when this was completely broken because of an interaction with the General's Robe, where you can, use Imbue Law, have it deal double damage for basically nothing. But then Kamui went and fixed it. Thank you for the genius that reported it. But then again, I suppose me and Zary Phantom, we did make videos showcasing that bug, so we're hardly ones to complain. Call Thunder, it's great in case you're a ranger, obviously. Garbage, like actual garbage. Call Dynamis, no, terrible, never buy this. EU about the Zard drops, yeah, I know, it's basically you're calling Zards to shit on your opponents. I mean, there's a level of respect that you give your opponent. This is just unreal. Okay, that covers spells for the most part. Okay, going to armors, weapons. My bad. Yeah, some Polala is garbage because Polala mages are garbage. You've heard that first here on Seth Hydra. Okay, hunger. Looks like something straight out of Alien. Man, is this supposed to be the God of War parody? I'm going to get this. I know it's 20% proc, but Paralyze is good, and I have an Axe Master who needs a water weapon. And let's face it, Seesaw is terrible because it chucks sushi at your opponent. Respect, I spoon them. I mean, spooning is nice and all when you're doing it with a person, but spooning a monster is just... Especially like if you consider a Shadow Ghoul or something that's got a lot of spikes. I mean, I suppose some individuals wouldn't mind spooning like a vampire or an elf, I suppose. I spoon Seth Hydra. Jesus man, work on your spelling. Agony's Embrace, fantastic weapon, plus I love the artwork. It reminds me of that AQ villain boss that's made completely out of skulls, Vordred, I think it was. I haven't played that game in a very long time, so I don't remember, forgive me. Ragnarok, such a cool name, wasted on such a garbage weapon. Luminous Whiff, forged from wind and amplifies the power of wind spells. That'd be great if in case we had good wind spells. This is good because it's combination with, what's it called, Destruction Burst. Arcane, Cutlass Radiance, great with, I suppose, the Blood Mages. Does Agony's Embrace make spells? I doubt it, no, sorry. I wouldn't mind spooning a Were Rabbit. You know, tell me how that works out for you, like, in case you survive in one piece. Frost Destroyer, great artwork. This is the one with, okay, that's one. I like the one which is Cadence Rod. It has a similar appearance because I believe it's from the same game where it locks you out from using your weapons, pets, but in turn gives you a massive jump in damage. I remember trying to make an entire character out of that one weapon, it just didn't work out. Now that character is just sitting there. I haven't played her for about 104 days, so Titan Slayer, I actually have this on my offensive ranger. It's so disappointing that these items are garbage. Like, I'd love to buy this, the hammer in fact, but let's face it, it's not very good. Giant Butcherer, essentially giant killer for the less fortunate, for the less whaley, and for those who didn't have 13,860 tokens in that 1 week during that weapons, when it was in game, essentially. And I'm one of those people who has it. So, I suppose I'm the Z-Token Dolphin then. Okay. Void Splinter Sundra. This was Jada's weapon, wasn't it? Because he couldn't access Void Splinter Tethera. So we got another magic void weapon. It's a shame because this would be amazing if you could toggle it to melee, but sadly that's not going to happen. Oh, you find emojis. Fantastic. Giant Butcher looks so good. Yeah, it reminds me of Zabuza's weapon from Naruto. He's got a big the one that regenerates basically its entire by using the blood of its opponents. That's kind of disgusting. Okay, garbage, garbage. Oh, fantastic! Love this weapon. Celtic Cleaver. Wasn't this supposed to be like incredibly rare in Epic Duel? That's the game it's from. And I remember Zero Phantom being so ecstatic that it's in game, and then it's just, well, not very good. Cleaving, Dragon Buster, garbage. This weapon is so conflicting. Like for Polala mages, it's a godsend because we can just compress everything into one weapon and then just use 6 other utility weapons like I do. But it lags the screen so much when you're playing it because it's got all the animations. But I suppose it's not all that bad. I like this weapon's artwork, but it is bad. Like it's supposed to be a reference to Patriot Katana, but not that good. Star Saber of Hatred for all those Kylo Ren. My bad, sorry. Kylo Ren fanboys. Drag a sector. I have this. I wanted to make a Dragon Slayer hybrid. It's not very good. Galax Scythe. Good pun. End of Graves. Good. Blades of Reaping. Why is this ultra rare? I cannot imagine why. There's a person who essentially quit the game because this wasn't toggleable there wasn't a toggle between this and oh wait, was it this one? Yeah, it's pretty sure because he was a warrior and he wanted to use it, but it didn't have a toggle, so he essentially left the game. And one spell if you Chronomancer or Candy Hearts. Candy Hearts were pretty good back when compression spells were rare and scarce. I remember using them on my hybrid because I couldn't afford Chronomancer at the time. Lucky Dragon Slayer hybrid, yeah, I'm pretty sure I made a video about it a few years ago. Nolgat's Wrath. This will always be my favorite weapon in the game because, the combo potential is ridiculous. I've hit the damage cap so many times it's not even funny. Okay. This weapon is, it's enigmatic. Like, I absolutely loved the Dark Lord back when I was a noob because it looks so cool, but the effect is terrible right now. Candy Hearts were updated, yeah, I think they use SP and MP at the same time now. Not Ah yes, the Dage fanboys. Nice weapon. It was top tier for a time, but now it's really outclassed by the Agony's Embrace because let's face it, who needs bleed when you can just 25% deal 25% more damage every turn and end the game essentially. Zardby Scythe. It's a spine of something. I think I'm not going to talk about it. Oh, Seth, did you see my Sea Titan one shot? No, I didn't. I wasn't around at the time. Comments. Let's see. Oh, for God's sake, man. Weapons. Blade of Janus. Looks cool. Shame it's not. Freeze your. Okay, this sounds actually quite good, but I need to check the info subs to make sure. Pacifism. Mace Windu's lightsaber. Star Saber of Passion. Palpatine. I don't understand what reference this is to. Ultraviolet blade. Okay, at least they've got infrared right because it's essentially heat. Ultraviolet is supposed to be you can't see it, so putting it in light is kind of annoying. Blade of Oblivinator. I actually use this weapon. It's really fun. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a pets spells. Oh yeah, yes. I summon Ice-Matic Yeti. Great. Jonia's Orb of Power. I actually used this on one of my effect hybrids. Good spell. Pets. Don't even look at it. The only reason you come to a common shop is because you have these things. it's probably this for most people, and for people who use estates, it's this thing here. Great. I think you essentially messed up the entire game, giving players access to unlimited, whales access to unlimited resources. Oh look, you've got a hollow face. I actually have this one on one of my characters. It looks pretty dapper. I don't know why anyone would want to look like a horse, but I suppose people have their things. I suppose that's it for today. This was fun. I think we should probably do it again sometime soon. So yeah, maybe if I get a generous influx of donations by myself or some generous soul out there, I'll have some more golden gift boxes videos. But until then, I suppose, yeah, that's it. I'll probably be trying to make a video sometime soon, so watch out for that. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time.